I want to discuss today about the major things, that how to get the new jobs in India, how to create the jobs in India, how to grow the existing jobs in India, how to develop, and what are the major things that's lagging to create that new job opportunities and also the growing the existing one. If you see India, India is looked at by other world as a service industry. They think that we can do very cheap job in India, but not the manufacturing or actual innovations that happens in India. That's really pity things. When I'm a mechanical engineer, I learn from India, and when I come abroad, I do the job here, and at the same time I feel that why it's not possible to do same kind of job in India. It's pity, and it's also think me that where our country is going. I think the political parties has bigger role to play, as everybody knows that there are two major factors in this election of 2019. One is farmer distress, and the second one is a job creation. Is not vibrating? Yes, it's not vibrating in 2019 elections, and I think people are not going to vote on that basis of that also, because of some other issues that cover up these issues. And I always feel that Indian people have very short memory. They forgot everything and they try to, you know, go with the flow. But this is not my cup of tea that I should discuss on that. I will discuss in some other videos. But I would like to tell any government that comes into the power on 23rd May 2019, what should they do to create a job in India, to grow the jobs which are existing in India, and what can be the roadmap. So first thing, any government that comes into the power should evaluate the situation of Indian education system. I find that Indian education system is lacking in many sense. We are very good till the primary education, secondary education, best in the world. We evaluate each individual. We take a lot of tests, half yearly tests, full yearly tests. We take a lot of in between tests to evaluate the students, and then we give them marking, and then students try to focus more on the study. They are more disciplined till they are in the primary and secondary. I find that they're not banking the schools. They are going regularly to the schools. So it's like an Indian education system. But when you comes to the intermediate, or when you come to the graduation, suddenly the skills disappears. Because if you see the what kind of teachers we have in a graduation level, they even not that much skillful to provide that skills or translate that skills into the students, because the guy who is extraordinary talented don't want to be a teacher. That's the situation of Indian graduation teachers today. People looked as a teacher as occupation, as a secondary one. Nobody wants to enter into that because of the lot of things like government is not focusing. They are not giving the lateral entry to the someone like who has experience in the field can go and teach and get good salary. If you compare to the what happen in organization, if you grow, you get more salary, more responsibility. But if in a teacher field, if you see, after, let's say, I have now 12 years of experience, after 12 years of experience, if I would like to go into the teaching field and tell the students how to get those skills, I have no options, or I don't know how to go inside. If I go, then whether I will going to get a good salary or not, what I am earning right now. And also, we don't have a roadmap for it. Neither any of the political parties shows what they are going to do for such individuals or such a people who want to enter into the education fields and teach the students the good skills, because skills are very important. When you'd like to develop any country, when you'd like to create more jobs, more organization, or more companies to come in India, develop the things, not service, it's developing, then you need a good people, skillful people who can innovate, who can create a new kind of things, and which can lead to the world. If you see all other Western world, what they do, they not invest their energy in a small things to get it correct. They innovate. Only focus is on innovations. Next generation, what next generation would like to have. And India just follow them. And also we follow in a very slow pace. We want everything to be cheap. We want in high volume. So complete industry all over the world looked India into the different perspective and make up the product like that. But within the India, we are not try to recognize the what's the needs of the people in India. We do not try to innovate on the same things. So this is lagging, and I want from every political party or the political party who are going to come into the power to have a roadmap for that. Roadmap to develop a skills in India. To improve the skills, you need good education system in the graduation level. I'm not talking about primary and secondary. We are damn good in primary and secondary. If you compare to the world, our students are bright. We know the many students, they are bright till 10th standards. And what happened to them is nobody knows, because they are free after that, and they're not able to get a good teachers. They are not able to get good skills, and they lost in between. We have very good graduation education system like IITs. Why we cannot able to build many of such IITs? Because we also lacking in teachers. We have very less teachers, because we are not able to give them the good infrastructure, good salary, and good environment them, so that they can come and teach. So I think the main thing is India should get good skills. Second thing is we should get a good teacher to develop that skills in the young students. Third thing is we should focus more on innovation. We should not lack on service sectors. We should try to build much like innovations kind of things. Yeah, many mobile factories are coming in India to assemble those mobile stuff in India. What we are gaining to that? They will be developed till market is good. So if they are selling 100 phones, then companies will come manufacture those 100 phones and sell it. But we should able to develop those 100 phones, because then we think about the future, and the future things always get investment, also always get motivation, and always gets and create a lot of jobs. So I think Indians should also look into the more into the innovation. So skills, good education systems, good teachers in graduation levels, and then focus on innovation, small innovations, and then government policies. Government policies should be concentric on these things, so that whatever somebody should able to develop should be implemented. So I find that implementation also, the policies are not helping us. So the industries are going outside the India and they're developing there, they are implementing there. So I think we should also have the government, we try to implement the things which we develop. So I'm pretty sure if you cover these four things, which are very simple things, which if you do in a mass level, then this job creation, job factor will not be vanished, but can be addressed substantially at a high rate, and we get a lot of jobs for good skills people who want to invest their time to develop India for a world, to enhance the life of human being. I think we not thought in that way, that we are here to enhance the life of every human being on this earth. We just think that this is the job, I get the salary, and then I will go home. But this is not like that. This is not world things. World think differently. World is thinking that how can be a smart, how can we make a cheap, and also a good quality. So quality should not be hampered. So if you factor these things, and government is trying to address these things, these small things. First is skills. Second is good education system at a graduation level, good teachers. Give very good environment for those teachers, and then try more focus with more focus on innovations, with R&D, research and development in all sectors, whether it's a farming, whether it's a automotive, whether it's a pharmaceuticals, whether it's a next generation semi-electronics or electronics products, should be focused on innovation. And then finally, the implementation, the policies of government should help to implement something. So many people say that India is a poor country, but it is no more a poor country. Yes, it's a poor country. We should help the poor to get into the to educate them how to use the technology. But technology doesn't mean that we can give them very substantial kind of things at a very cheap way. Same times we have a food is very costly. If you go to the McDonald's, you pay like 300 or 500 rupees to get pizza. Whether our poor can able to go there, it's their almost, half monthly salary. Whether our poor goes there, no. They can afford, no, but still we have McDonald's. So why we are not should able to focus on these innovations, new products, new technology, high quality products, so that people will pay more for that. Then we get inclusive growth, and and then government get more taxes, and that money can be used to implement on the poor. So according to me, to 23rd May 2019 we will have a new government, and I urge Indian government to focus on job creation, and I already given a small roadmap that can be implemented with very good people in India, in Indian, in India has very 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 great people who can think about these ideas. But this is a small roadmap which can lead to a bigger roadmap for next 5 years. I don't want any government to come in 2024 and still promises on job creation and unemployment. I don't want such kind of discussion. Yes, unemployment is an issue not in India, all over the world, but India has a youngest population, so our focus should be more on that. There will be some kind of unemployment, but we try to address this issue so that it can minimize and it keep in the control. So what we should do, otherwise next 5 years this will be a disasters, and India might be a young country, but they are not able to deal with all these young aspirations, and then that lead to a disaster for India. So I urge Indian government in 2019 to focus on job creation, and also give the clear roadmap. I already given some points that can lead to a very huge kind of revolution in India. We can do that. We should have mentality and government policies to help that. I think India still has an edge over the world. We should focus on these things, especially the skills. We are very good, but we are not the best. All the best people should come forward, and we try to innovate the things. That's the way how to deal. So I wish this will helpful for whoever going to listen this video, and I think we will have a good next 5 years with next government. And I wish everyone who is looking for a job for next 5 years, I hope the government will look into this, and they try to develop a nice atmosphere to create a job. So, and I wish good luck to everybody who is into their studies, who try to wish to be in a good company, who try to innovate the new things. But I will tell you one thing, guys, please focus on not for a good salary job, but try on improving the life of common human being. Might it be any sector, you are going to contribute to a human being. So all the best. I wish you like this video. Thanks.